are back. It is day, I can't remember what day it is. Day 5 of our cruise. We have an at-sea day, as you can tell. We left off in Ballarat yesterday at the wildlife park. We got a few things there. We got some koala bee, 100% raw organic Australian eucalyptus honey. Jacob's still sick if you can't tell. But eucalyptus honey, never heard of that, never tried that before. This is one of the sealed products, so we're thinking we can take this back to the US, but we won't know until we try to take it to customs. But we tend to get like honey, jams, those sorts of things other places. And then we also got soaps. I got aloe vera, 2 aloe vera, it was like a deal, a lavender, and then a strawberry and cream for his mom. We had a great time yesterday. We came back to the ship. Technically, we missed all aboard, but since we were on a Norwegian shore excursion, it was supposed to be all aboard at 5 and then us departing at 5:30. Well, we decided, well, we didn't decide, but we hit traffic, left probably a little later than we should have, and we did not get back until 5:20. So technically our boat was going to leave in like 10 minutes. And then a bunch of the old ladies were like, let's just go to the gift shop in the terminal right before we get on the ship. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but I want to physically get on the ship so that when it departs, I'm on it. All right, ready? Beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to take pictures on your phone?
Yeah.
And then I'll do the GoPro? That must be where our waterfall is. That's a cool line in the water. There's like an island over there, Jacob.
It's like a boat must have gone by.
Maybe. Or maybe it was just us. Maybe it was us switching directions. So much higher over there now that we're not over there.
Yeah.
And back to the sea we go. You wonder if like some of this land has to be untouched, which is the crazy part.
It's too steep for anyone to do anything.
Alrighty, so last time I talked to you guys was a little bit earlier, although my camera was running out of battery, but I thought it was running out of space. But it's still kind of a new camera to me. But anyway, as I was saying, we did the wildlife park yesterday. We did Sovereign Hill, which is that old-timey town. Alright. We're back. Turns out I did have no space on my memory card, so I don't actually know. I don't think stuff was lost earlier. Why does this one say this one's full too? Ugh. Let's try this again. This one has no other videos and stuff on it. Okay, so we have a new camera, SD card. So again, I don't think any footage was lost technically on what I previously filmed, but I thought it was well, it was a battery issue as well as it was an SD card issue. But we did Sovereign Hill. I did film some stuff there, but I don't know. It looked like when I shut the camera off that it wasn't actually filming, even though I thought it was filming. But it was an old-timey town. Not much. It was an old-timey mining town where everyone like dressed up and recreated, and you could go in and see the actual old mining houses. So it wasn't much different than the ones that you can go and see all around the world. And then we went to the Sovereign Hill, and I got a bunch of footage of us feeding more kangaroos and seeing more koalas super up close. There were also emus up close as well, so that footage is in there. But I also wanted to mention, we ended up sitting next to this couple in between Sovereign Hill and the wildlife park. We all went to like lunch together, and I just kind of picked this random seat at lunch. It was 4 different tables. There was a few people that were coughing on the bus that I didn't want to be sitting next to. So there was this other couple, middle-aged couple, and we sat next to them, and they started talking to us. They didn't have to. They didn't need to waste their entire lunch speaking to us, but they did. And they were this amazing couple who does a lot of traveling, kind of like what Jacob and I want to do. And we started talking about Sweden because they started asking, and we got into the conversation, and they actually said, just like a lot of Jacob's family, they were born and raised in the same town, never ever left. However, they were extremely supportive of what we were doing. This couple that we didn't even need to they didn't even need to be supportive of us, and we told them about our aspirations for Sweden, and funny enough, the husband worked for a Swedish company, and he was like, when we said work-life balance, he was like, immediately understood it, and they were just like super like, you're in the right place, you're doing what you're doing, like, keep doing what you're doing, like, you're great, like, you've got it down, like, you understand it, which was such a relief to hear from people that we don't know. From people who don't need to support us, don't need to give us any encouragement, to be like, you're in the right place. It was almost like that, like, just a little extra something in the world to be like, you're doing what you're doing. And I think that this couple was totally that. They were really great. So that was really uplifting part of the day. We got back. Our cruise, like I said, almost didn't make it. We got back on board. I stayed up later than I had before. I stayed till 7 p.m. Go me. And then we went to dinner, and I came back and I went to bed. We were going to try to do the newlywed game, although I guess they try to pick the couple that's been married the least amount of time. And there was a couple that was married 9 months, and we're a year and a half, so technically we wouldn't have gotten picked anyway. So I'm not, like, sad that I missed it. Plus, like, we're going to go on so many more cruises. There's going to be so many more opportunities to do it. I wasn't feeling the greatest last night. My stomach has been taking a hit on this trip, which most of it is partially my part because I was, like, sugared up on the plane ride over, which made me feel like trash. And my stomach is still adjusting. But, anyway, it's our day at sea now. Because I just went to bed. Jacob, you didn't do anything last night, right?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
I went to that newlywed show. I went to the comedy show, and then I went to the casino.
So he did one of the... You technically played last night at the casino, right? You didn't do the free demonstration. So that's what he did. And then today's been one of our 2 day at seas. We have... There's, like, one stop that's potentially, like... doesn't have any excursions down for it, so I'm kind of confused as to what that stop is.
I think it might be, like, the ship just goes into the cove so you can see.
But
like,
it's supposed to technically be a whole day.
Maybe they just drop anchor there? I don't know.
So we technically might have, like, 3 days at sea, technically. Which is the most we've ever done. We've only ever had, like, 1... Or, no, there was one that we had 2. Did we do it? Was Alaska 2 days at sea?
I believe so, yeah.
I think Alaska was 2 days at sea, so maybe we're 3 days at sea. I don't really know. And then there's another spot that we just didn't like the excursions for. There was only 3 options, so we just decided to not do an excursion, which is the first time that we've had a location where we've had the opportunity to that we haven't. But there's supposed to be also a lot of shopping there, so maybe we'll just get off and explore, or maybe we'll have a lot of fun on the ship and, I don't know, go do something that we normally wouldn't. Jacob also, because it was his birthday this past week, happy birthday, Jacob, got a $50 off something at the spa. However, Jacob hates the spa. Jacob hates massages, so that's going to be mine. So one of these days I'll probably go and get, I want to do a 50-minute Swedish massage. I don't know how much it is, but we've also been doing a really great job at not spending on this trip, so that's been really good. We've only spent on our account $100. Credit card bill and everything else has been a little bit more. However, in terms of like our onboard credit, it's really great. I also usually, by the end of the cruise, I'll buy another Swarovski jewelry piece to add to my collection. So I've already kind of scattered out those pieces upstairs. There's one that a necklace that I have my eye on. Although there's no like rose gold rings upstairs. That's my only issue, is my wedding ring is rose gold. So that's why I get the Swarovski stuff, because nothing else in my jewelry matches like my ring besides what I've bought on this ship. We also had a time change this morning, an hour difference. We got up, we did breakfast. What did we do after that? We tried to do board games and we did like a Sudoku and a crossword, but it was kind of slow moving this morning. Oh, we went and we checked out like the sales. There was like a sale going on upstairs, but again, it's a smaller ship, so there's not as much variety that we can do. We came back here shortly. I did my hair because we did portraits today, because days at sea are the best day to do portraits, and I wanted to straighten my hair. I do in fact miss my Dyson. The hair dryer here is not the same, which is why it's more poofy. Also, it's been really rough again. 2 things that we have learned. Also, that couple that we were spoken to said this is one of the oldest groups that they've ever been on in terms of a cruise, which doesn't make us crazy, because we've seen, at least me, I've seen maybe 5 other couples that are our age. Everybody else is like middle-aged, elderly. Mostly elderly though. So that's interesting to hear from somebody else that, no, we're not crazy. This cruise is like a Holland America, but on a Norwegian. And then on top of that, one of the game ladies yesterday told Jacob that this last week and this week was like the roughest the cruise has ever been. Because we just seem to attract rough waters. Because I swear every single cruise we've been on, someone's like, this is the roughest it's ever been. So we clearly just need to fix what time of year we're cruising, because, you know, we're tired of getting seasick, or almost seasick. We're not really seasick because we've been taking our meclizine and our motion sickness meds, but I'm trying to think what else we did. We did a presentation on future cruises. We've discussed our potential cruises of the future, vacations of the future. We like to do at least 1 vacation every year. However, potential of kids in the future. So depending on that timeline, it's harder to like get away when you have kids and you're doing things like breastfeeding and whatnot. So we discussed that. Then I did my makeup. We just went to dinner. We did portraits. And now I'm going to take all my makeup off. I'm going to get comfy. Get into really comfy clothes. This is the latest I've stayed up so far. Although technically I have an extra hour for me. And I'm gonna... Then there's... What is it? Majority Rules? Kind of like a Majority Rules game show.
No, it's a trivia game show tonight.
A trivia game show. Whatever. Trivia game show tonight that we're gonna go to. And then also, they're doing a discount bag of laundry, which I was going to do my laundry here, but now if they're doing $30, whatever you can ship in a bag, I know it's not a very big bag. Jacob, I don't know if you're going to get... We'll try to get your clothing in it, but it's not a very big bag. And yeah, that's pretty much it. $30 isn't that bad. Instead of me doing our laundry in the sink with clothespins. We'll take this opportunity. We're going to look at what's up tomorrow. Again, pretty boring days at sea. Nothing super eventful happening, and we'll go from there. probably see you guys tomorrow morning because, again, we're just going to go to the game shows tonight. Nothing super over the top, but, you know, they're fun.